quickly before the video starts, I'll just say a couple of things quickly. Thanks for 100 subscribers on Instagram. You guys are awesome. So let's try to get the channel now to 100. I said subscribers on Instagram, but it's followers. Anyway, you guys get the gist. Let's try to get the channel to 100 subscribers. But thank you so much for 100 followers. Also, thank you to my good friend James for the new sim rig and everything, mate. I appreciate it. And just to explain to you guys what's happening here, this is an extension of AOR. I don't know if you guys know of AOR, but pretty much AOR is a league community. They do ACC, they do a bunch of other games, and this league right here, Assetto Corsa, is kind of like in its experimental stage sort of thing. So this is the first race of the Challenge League. This is the second season, if I'm not mistaken. And all details and all that will be on the screen, what the track is and what car I'm driving and the cars involved. Anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please do let me know if you do, and wish me luck. So, welcome to a Tuesday race day, but today we've got a little bit of league racing for today. It's been a while actually since I've been in any sort of like league racing, and one of the coordinators of this league actually messaged me and said, hey, we are doing a Assetto Corsa league. This is AOR, of course, and I said yeah, definitely, I'll hop on, and here we are now. So first lap, trying to survive, and nearly going into T2, nearly getting taken out over there. I don't know, maybe oversteer or something and try to correct his steering, who knows, but managing to get off quite lightly, going into T2 and T1 and getting a little bit of a better exit than this guy ahead, but manages to somehow pull away from me. So lap 1, just thinking to myself, I just need to get into the groove of things. It's been a while since I've actually been in the pressure of like doing like some sort of league race, and just enjoying myself, learning more about the car, because well, I barely did any practice for this. I probably did about max 2 hours maybe of practice for this race, so I was pretty much learning as I was going. And this first race, there was 2 sprint races, each half an hour. This first race was quite valuable for me, and where I learned more about the people I'm racing with, learning about their pace, how they drive, and seeing how I compare to them. And that's pretty much what happened in lap 1. Nothing really too spectacular, and I'll actually just let you watch the rest of the first lap. A little bit wide there. My headphones cable is really starting to annoy me. I really need to invest in some wireless headphones, but I'm broke. I don't know why I downshifted into. So that was the gist of the first lap. Not too chaotic, which was quite good. Decently clean racing, and I managed to survive lap 1 quite well. Now, because I was a bit of a numpty and forgot to free up space on my laptop, I could only record like the first 3 laps of the race for race 1. But nevertheless, as this guy overtakes me, I went to the replay and got some footage. So this is some onboard footage. I think, I'm not too sure what lap this is, but I was chasing this car ahead of me, trying to see if I can stick with him. I can't remember who exactly it was. I think it was Ko, if you're watching this. Sorry mate. I had to put that in there, you getting to explain yourself out. But nice position there. And later on in the race, I just found myself struggling quite a bit as well as the race started going on with my soft tires. They started wearing off quite a lot, and now you won't see it, but there's a car to my left that I'm going pretty much side to side with, and I was very nervous in this car. I wasn't fully confident in this car when battling, so I was pretty much getting nervous, and I get punted from the back, and unfortunately take another guy out with me, which was a bit of an F, but managed to recover. Later on in the race, managed to catch up to this car in front of me, and I try to stay with him for as many laps as possible, trying to see if I can keep up with his pace. Eventually getting closer and closer to him, and start thinking about ways I'm gonna try to get past him without smacking into the back of him, because, well, you know, that it is me, you never know what can happen with me. And I actually got quite close to him coming out of T2, get a decent better exit than him over here and over here. You can see he goes on the grass a little bit, and I went on the straight, and he didn't really give me enough space on the outside. I didn't really not sure where to go, and I end up taking him out. But the funny thing is, right, I take full responsibility for that, and mate, if you're watching this video, I'm very sorry about that. But going back in the replay, it was actually netcode. I'll actually put a picture of it on the screen right now, how far I was from him actually. So that was a bit of an F. But moving on into the race, I had this guy as well in front of me. He overtook me a couple laps after I took that guy out, and I thought I could try to keep up with him, but failed miserably in doing so. So pretty much for the rest of the race I was just driving by myself, and here comes the leader past me, you know, being a good back marker, not letting the leader, well, not holding up the leader, should I rather say. And first race really wasn't much action, to be honest. Just me trying to learn the track a bit more, trying to get up to pace as well, and just staying focused, trying not to spin out as I nearly lose it there. And that was pretty much the first lap, the first race. Half an hour in the bag, waiting for now the second race, so probably about 3 minutes break in between the first race and the second race. So coming across the line now, first race done and dusted. Quite chuffed for myself, came P12. I wasn't expecting to do amazing because I didn't really put as much practice. So going into race 2, you can see now I've actually got my camera, my face cam and everything else a bit more organized for race 2, and I knew that I had to redeem myself. It was reverse grid as well, so the leaders were right up ahead, but getting straight into the action, trying to get a nice jump on a lot of people, trying to make a couple of places, which I actually end up doing for the most part. But then unfortunately, I don't know what happened here, right? I like blanked out for whatever reason and smacked into the back of this guy. I think it was Eugene, yeah. Eugene, if you're watching this, I'm very sorry about that, mate. And there's Eugene as well, kind of recovering from that. Oh no, that was Paul, right. So I think he must have spun off, and I just about avoided him over there. That was a bit of a close call. And ahead of me now is Ko, one of the guys in the AOR. He's a really nice guy, and pretty much been sim racing around about the same amount of time. So it was quite interesting to get to battle with him over here, as you'll see now. Had a really good battle with him over these past couple of laps. Yeah, the bit of a dodgy exit going down the main straight, and I used that to my advantage and overtook him on the inside, but he comes back straight back at me, trying to go around the outside. Doesn't really find the correct exit and doesn't find the grip to get past me, so I managed to hold my position quite well. And this is an awesome three-way battle in the DTMs as he comes flying back right at me down the inside, and he actually manages to get the move done. And obviously, me being stubborn, you know, I wasn't going to let him off the hook that easily. So going in here, he goes a little bit wide, and I see an opportunity here. But if you just watch here, I don't think he saw me. And yeah, my reaction over there, yes I am there, Ko. Nearly, I was so scared that I was going to end up pit maneuvering him because he might have not seen me. So because of that, I got quite a slow exit out of there. And this BMW also coming down as well, trying to overtake me, but I managed to hold my position quite well. As well, again tries to come around the outside. I managed to find the grip and get a decent exit. Now once again, an epic three-way battle over here, and coming down now, I unfortunately smack into the back of Ko. It wasn't a bad hit, there was a little bit of a laugh tap, but I feel like that kind of threw him off, and obviously as he goes there, he goes off, and I felt quite bad, as you can probably hear my reaction. I felt really bad about that. I probably threw him off a little bit with that little love tap, and I'm sorry about that, Kerr. I did speak to him afterwards, but then obviously couldn't really do much, so I just had to battle out with Murphy, who was behind me in the BMW. Now Murphy was actually quite fast, and I will be honest, he did put quite a lot of pressure on me, but definitely a really good battle. Had a little bit of a dodgy exit coming out the last corner going onto the main straight, gets the inside on me, and that's pretty much a very easy overtake for him. Try to go back at him again, but I thought to myself, oh, let me keep up with him, but no, I spin like an absolute muppet, and that was the end of that race. And there we go, Ryan and Co gets in front of me once again, and I think that's kind of karma for me, smacking into the back of Co, because now Co's back in front of me, and once again we're going to have a little bit of a glorious battle again, as you can see here. Fortunately, it was a little bit short-lived, unfortunately, as I was catching up to Co. Came out the exit, I think he got a little bit happy on the throttle and unfortunately took himself out. Yeah, unlucky, because you can hear me saying there. And then later into the race, a decent exit on a chap here. I'm not sure if this was someone else. It was Ryan, yeah. So decent exit on Ryan, managed to get a nice move done on him on the inside, and just now try to distance myself from him as much as possible. And over here now we've got a little bit of an accident in front of me. Try to take the inside, and I don't know what I was thinking here. I was quite cautious going around the inside. I didn't know where he was, but he runs a little bit wide, and that is another position for me. But he comes back right at me, and again I nearly lose it there once again. It's really easy to lose it in this car, and as you can hear me say, can we get back-to-back P12s, which unfortunately didn't happen. But here we have another battle over here. I can't remember exactly who it was. It was Eros Mud. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Probably not, but I actually had a pretty decent battle with him over here. This was quite awesome, this battle that I had with him. Really quick guy, definitely a lot quicker than me. Something under my and definitely put the pressure on me, as I nearly lost it there as well. And definitely managed to keep him behind me for a bit. You know, he did try to send it in on me a couple of times as well. I was definitely feeling the pressure a little bit over here as well. Tried to send down the inside. I found the grip around the outside. Managed to keep my position going into the last couple of corners here. Really like a close and intense battle in the DTMs, and I must say, battling in these DTMs are actually really good. If you get the hang of the car and you have like a good battle with somebody, they can be really fun. But coming down the main straight, try to take a defensive position, because obviously I don't want to get the inside. So going into T1 side by side, I got a little bit nervous down the inside. He manages to take the position around the outside. Fair play to him. And I try to get at him again, right up his backside. Try to get there. Try to find an opening. Try to pressure like an opening, but I really trying to keep up with him and almost losing the car a couple of times. So I had the slipstream down the back straight over here. Unfortunately, couldn't make much use of that. And quite funny here, both of us followed each other into the grass, which I thought was quite funny. But unfortunately, he came off a lot better than me, because coming out of here, he was fine, and then, well, I spun out. Yeah, and just by my reaction, I was just absolutely... I didn't know what to say about myself. Coming up here now, leaders came past, and I remember there was actually a little bit of a accident with Hannah, one of the so this is the car behind me that was going past me. She was actually in P1, then fortunately one of the guys like that was in the back kind of made a mistake. Not his fault, a little accident, and went into it. But that was the end of that. That was the end of the second and final sprint race. Probably an awesome awesome race. F. That is the first AOR ACC league race. This is they call it the Challenge League. I'll leave a link down in the description of their Discord if you guys want to join in the league. They're doing an amazing job and they're really working really hard to set up everything, and you know, there's a lot of stuff to come. You know, we're gonna soon be having like a Le Mans race as well soon. Hopefully that's going to be sorted out as well, and a couple of other plans. So if you guys really love Assetto Corsa and you want to jump into a league, this is the perfect league for you. Otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed that. Please do leave a like down below if you guys enjoyed my content, and comment down below what you guys thought. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's free and it helps my channel out a lot. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and all my other social media platforms. And if you want to support my sim racing dreams, head over to my Patreon and check that out. Until then, take care.